Hey guys, welcome to Zephyr Travels. Today we got a little fun little project we're going to do in the Airstream. We're going to do a little redecorating, I guess you were going to call it, but it's for personalization of the Airstream. And really what I'm going to be doing is I've got these die-cast decals that I ordered on Amazon, and we're going to put them on the cabinet walls, like up here and around. And it's the idea is just to give it a little personality of our own to it. You know, they're inspirational sayings and such, so you know, maybe we're kind of it will make it feel a little warmer in a little bit more of our place. At the same time, you know, we're not sure what we want to do for decorating as far as, you know, pillows or wall hangings or anything like that. And so this is a start. It's not permanent. They're die-cast vinyl decals. They can be removed at any time. So we put them up there. If we hate them, we can peel them off. No big deal. And so I've got 5 different sayings, and we've got 4 roof lockers or upper cabinets that are pretty plain and simple looking. And so the idea is we're going to position them on, you know, have at least one saying on each cabinet, and then we've kind of thought that maybe in the rear bedroom cabinet area we'd put 2 different sayings on there because we just like those 2 different sayings. And so that's kind of the plan. I'm going to run the camera while I do this, and it's really not meant to be as much as a how-to video to do this because I'm no expert. But it's really kind of the idea here is to just kind of show you what I'm doing, and how it looks, the end result, and maybe it's something that you want to do in your RV at some time. But it's something we're going to try. Hopefully we love it. If we get it all done and we hate it, well, you know, we'll peel it off, and you know, lesson learned. But so anyways, follow along with me, and we will show you what we're doing here. After experimenting with a few different decals on some of the other cabinets, I found the technique that seems to work pretty good. And what I am doing is I've wiped the cabinets down just with alcohol, and then I'm going to apply the decal directly to the cabinet without any other cleaners or any other liquids that I had shown earlier. And the reason I think that works so well is the decal surface on here is fairly thin, and so there's not a lot of space to get air pockets. And if this was a large flat decal that you had to move a lot of air behind it, you'd want to put some type of liquid on it that would allow you to work the air out. But in this case, it doesn't seem to be the issue. So my technique is to tape the decal top and bottom with this quick release tape. I'm going to go with my roll, and then align it, measure it, use kind of a consistent point on the decal that is, you know, it's kind of straight across here. So measure a couple different places to a fixed point on the cabinet. I'm using the top edge, and then that allows you to make sure you've got it good and straight. You tape it top and bottom, you peel off the top tape, you fold it back over, you remove the inside piece of paper, leaving this transfer paper that's on the outer side is thin, and then you squeegee that to the cabinet and you get it nice and firm. Then when you peel it off, what you want to do is you want to peel it back, literally peeling it almost perpendicular or right even with the surface, so that you're not pulling away from the surface of the cabinet and pulling the decal off. You're allowing the decal to stay there, and actually this transfer paper is just rolling back over itself when it comes off. So I will put these cabinets up here, or these decals up here on these cabinets, and you'll get to see the technique. Now I'm going to take the decal, and I want this one to be right here. I'm going to just eye it to where I think I want it. Just set it with the tape, and then I'm going to grab my little straight edge, and I want to measure a couple points just to make sure it's straight, because you may not see it now, but you'll notice it later if it's not straight. So I've got my straight edge, and we're going to just check a couple points. And so I'm looking at to the top edge of the cabinet, about 3 3/4, 3 1/2, So it appears that I'm going up a little bit this way. So just peel off the tape. And what I find that works pretty good is just secure it to a corner of it. Take my measure and adjust till I'm getting it about where I want, and the whole thing just moved on me. So I'm going to tack that corner back, recheck here. I'm at about 4 inches, that seems fine. And I want to make sure I'm at about 4 inches here. And that seems to be pretty good. I'm going to double check a couple other spots. It does seem to be uneven, so I'm going to readjust. It looks like measuring to the bottom makes more sense. It seems to be pretty straight. So now I've got the decal up, measured across the bottom here, and it seems to be pretty level. So the next step, make sure the tape on the bottom edge is firm, peel off the top, roll the decal back, and remove the backing. You want to carefully peel this back. You want to make sure that the decal, the lettering, stays on the transfer paper. So the back has been removed. I've got a little squeegee here, and I'm going to take this and very carefully lay the decal back to the cabinet, flattening it out with the squeegee, starting at the bottom and working my way up. Make sure everything lays out flat, no wrinkles. And now you want to just use pressure and push the decal into the cabinet, allowing it to adhere. There. So now the transfer tape paper is holding the decal in place. You can remove the tape. You don't need that. And now the next step is to peel back the transfer tape paper. I'm going to call it tape, but it's paper. And when you do this, it's really important, especially when you get started, you don't want to peel up the decal. So you're really going to be peeling it at a very sharp angle, almost flat to, you know, the cabinet. So 180 degree from where you're pulling, and you just want to very carefully and slowly peel it back. And what you're going to see is, what you're not doing is you're not putting any pressure on the decal to pull it away from the cabinet. You're just peeling the paper back at 180 degrees. And there you go. The decal is up. Looks to be pretty straight. And looks good. Now this decal had a second part. I'm going to apply it over here. And use the same technique. There you have it, serendipity, finding something good without looking. Take a walk around and show you the decals I've put up so far and see what you think. Travel as much as you can, as far as you can, as long as you can. Life is not meant to be lived in one place. And they lived happily ever after. Diane's favorite, home is where the dog is. It's just a way to put a personal touch on it to make it feel a little bit more like our own without going too far. We like the clean look of the Airstream, so we didn't want to put a lot of other things in here, but we thought these decals really added a nice touch. If you like this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let me know. Leave a comment. Thanks very much for watching. This is Randy from Zephyr Travels. Have a great day.